Hello, I'm Anna Hamilton, and today is Saturday, September 30th. I'd like to give a quick shout out to my husband Chris as we celebrate our anniversary today. Oftentimes, we hear something important and go on with our lives as if nothing doesn't really affect us. It's as if our minds place a block over the details and it has no real meaning until a later time when the answer is suddenly revealed and we experience that aha moment. Well, today's gospel reading is an example of this. Jesus speaks to his disciples, clearly saying, "Pay attention," as he is preparing them for the coming passion, death, and resurrection of his life. However, the disciples placed it in the back of their minds, not fully understanding what was being revealed until it was time for Jesus to be taken away. Another interesting moment in these few words from Jesus was that he actually addressed himself as Son of Man. This was done in a third-person sort of way, so again, the disciples were still scratching their heads as to what they were hearing. But by using this title, Son of Man, Jesus has bared more of his mission to the people of God. He shows us a little more of his humanity and his fear of what's to come, and tries to share this with his brothers, knowing their own fears when he will leave them. So he lets them hang on to those words, and surprisingly, no questions are asked of his statement. I think Pope Francis says it best of the disciples' lack of response. He says, "When we commit ourselves to being a witness to the gospel and follow Jesus, we are content." In our contentment, we tend to remain still and quiet. So we don't try to predict our futures. It's too scary to think of, isn't it? But we do trust and allow God's grace to penetrate our thoughts and actions and lead us to the cross without fear. How will you pay attention to the message of Christ today? How will you challenge yourself to face the crosses that lie before you, with contentment or without fear? As we celebrate the feast of St. Jerome today, let us reflect on his prayer. O Lord, you have given us your word for a light to shine upon our path. Grant us to meditate on that word and follow its teaching, that we may find in it the light that shines more and more until the perfect day. Amen.